really talk about that. So before we do this fraction one, can I throw up another one? Because I feel like we might kind of have forgotten these real quick. Can you guys do this problem just real quick? I want you to write the inverse. I'm going to give you a function. Can you do this one? Let's see. Could you find the inverse of that guy? So here's what I want to remind you. Mrs. Tarantino, goofy ways. Jail, this is square root jail, and bombs, exponential bombs, undo each other. They're the opposite of each other. So if you have a cube root, the thing that unwraps it is a little bomb, right? Because it blows up your jail. And the thing that gets rid of a little bomber, if he's got a bomb, you know what we do? We put him in jail. They undo each other. So square roots or cube roots and exponents, they unwrap each other. Okay, so bombing and jailing undo each other. So let's see if we remember how to do this from yesterday. Step one, get a y in there. Y equals the cube root, x plus 2 minus 4, yay. Step two, flip-flop your x and y's. So this now is x, and this now is y, yay. Step three, unwrap our gift, right? So here's what I want you to imagine. This is your main gift, but this is the card that your Nana sent with it. And you know when you were a little kid and you wanted to tear into that present and your mom said, no, open the card first. We got to do this guy first. So can you move that guy over? Yeah? So here's what I got. X plus 4 equals the cube root of y plus 2. Did I lose anybody there? And now I just want to remind you, the opposites of rooting, which is a jail, is exponenting. That's not even a word, I made that up. Which is like a little bomb. Bombs and jails undo each other. So this guy wants to be free from jail, so I'm going to come and explode the jail to free him. And what I do to one side, I do to the other. So that explodes this guy free. Yay, he's free. And now I've got one last step, and that's to move this guy over. So I have x plus 4, and he's all got the little bomb right there, minus 2 equals y. And then our final step, and you got to practice this because on the test I took off points, is to add in this guy, because that actually means inverse. We need to show an inverse. How do we do? Do we kind of remember that a little bit? That was from yesterday. We're going to practice that a little bit today, but we're going to add in the little fraction one. So we have 3 to do, and then I'm shutting up. For 9 days, you don't have to hear my whining at you for 9 full days. Okay, are we ready? Here we go. Rock and rollers. Let's do this one. Here's where I want, this is where I'm starting. Here's what I want to finish at. I want to find the inverse. Chances are, if I give you a fraction, it's going to end as a fraction. Chances are good. Okay, and everyone, step 1, write it with a y, and then flip your x and y's. Do that, and then I'm going to come back to you. Yeah. Will you do this one? Okay, here we go. First off, I need to flip my x and y's, but I need to have a damn y in the problem. So that's the first thing I do. Second thing I do, flip flop my x and my y. Okay, so here's what. We need to get this guy all by himself, right? You got that y down there. And the first thing I'm going to tell you is I don't like a y in the denominator. He needs to be up at the top. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to cross multiply. I'm going to think of it like this. I'm going to send this stuff up here, and I'm going to send this guy up here. Can you guys do that for me, right? Put it in little parentheses, so it's going to be X right here, and then some stuff equals 5, and then some stuff. I just put that one. You don't even have to put the 1 if you don't want to. Oh, we just got rid of the fractions because we don't like fractions. No one likes fractions. Okay, but guess what? Fractions are going to come back down. So here we're almost done with this bad boy. So the first thing that we're going to do is, let's get that as 5. Let's just put that as 5. Okay, so here's what. I need this dude to be alone. I need him to be alone. So we're going to unwrap all the stuff that's around him. So the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of this X on the outside. He's being multiplied. What's the opposite? What's going to undo that? Divide. Sure, sure. Look at you guys. It's like you don't even need me. Everyone looking good? Love the whiteboards that I can just erase as we go, right? Was that a weight? Did you, is that me? Did you need that? You got it? Okay. I didn't know that was me. Last step. What's my last step? I got to get the Y by itself. Subtract the 2. Subtract the 2. You're fired, baby. Because it had Y plus 2, and I'm going to subtract 2 and subtract 2. I'm getting Y by itself. That was me. So here we go. F of negative 1 is 5 over X minus 2. How is that? Is that okay? Okay? Okay. Now, here's what I want to tell you. I need everyone to watch me on this one. If I have just one letter in either the top or the bottom, look at this. I want you to look at this. It's nice and easy. I just do a little bit of cross multiplying. It's pretty easy. But we're going to do ones that are scarier. We're not going to do that one. We're going to do ones that are scarier. Now, these ones are weird. I took this one right off your test, right? I think I have a 5 here instead of a 3. Here's what I need you to write down. I want you to write this problem down, and then I'm going to have you write something down so it will kind of go into your head. Right? So write this down. I'm going to tell you to write something down. Stop. Write this down on your desk. It's gone. It's gone. Hold on, I got to come back and see. You're writing that down. But hold on, I'm going to see if it's gone. Damn it. Where did you? Oh, that's what happened. I'm going to draw something. I'm going to draw the only thing that I'm good at drawing. So while you're writing this down and you're writing the other thing down, I am drawing the one thing that I'm actually decent at drawing, and you're going to see if you can tell what it is. It's a vacuum cleaner. Yay! It's a vacuum cleaner. And thank you so much. I'm so pleased with it. I am going to make it be. Oh, what the hell happened there? Well, that was terrifying. I don't know what. Why does it keep doing that? Where does that even come from? Oh, that was funny. I'm going to cry now. I want to say my little vacuum. And you know what? I'm a small woman with a small life. And you're like, why are you worrying so much about this whole stupid vacuum cleaner thing? Because I love him. Don't judge my, okay. Ooh, copy. Okay. And I'm going to put him on the next problem too. Oh, the fairness. Okay, here we go. So this is the hardest one, but we're going to be able to do it. It's got some weird factoring. And you're like, why have you drawn this vacuum? Because it's not the X factoring that we do. I call it vacuum factoring. And what a vacuum cleaner does is it drives through your house and it sucks things up. Right? And that's what we're going to do in a few minutes. We're going to use a little vacuum cleaner and suck some stuff up. So we're going to do 2 of these. We're going to do this one. Then you're going to try one on your own, and then you have 2 to try in your homework. because I don't want you to miss on the test. So step one, are we ready? Let's just rewrite it with a y, right? Y equals, hopefully you got to this part, 3x plus 1 over x plus minus 4. The key on this one, the reason it's hard is because we've got variables on the top and the bottom. If you just have a variable in one other place, it's easy. You just cross cancel, or you cross multiply, it's super easy. This one is the scary one. So step two, get rid of your y's and your x's, flip them around. Are you ready? You got an x here, you got a y here, and you got a y here. And here's the problem. The problem is this, we've got y's all over the place, and it's gonna be hard. So we're gonna be able to get through this. So the first thing that we're gonna do is what we just did before. We're gonna take this dude, and bring him up here. Are you with me? So we're gonna have x, and then a parenthesis, and you're gonna go ahead and fill everything in for me, right? There you go, fill it in. Now, last time we did this, on the other problem, we just went ahead and it was really easy. We didn't have to start doing a bunch of weird claw stuff. I need you to get in your head, this is a weird one. And the problem is, now I got y's all over the place, and if I start just trying to divide by x, it won't work. So the next thing we're going to do, nice and carefully, we are going to do a little bit of baby claw. So could you baby claw this? I got a text 2 days ago of a student of mine who's in calculus at UC. Actually, it was texted me, and she was at UC Riverside. She's taking calc, and she was doing a calc problem that had multiplying in it, and she's all, people like saw her draw like a little crab. So, okay, are you ready? So this is what we're gonna have: x, y, minus 4x. Are we okay with that? I haven't freaked anyone out yet, right? Okay, so here's where I wanted to get weird. I'm going to come over to you guys. I'm going to come over here and see if we guys can do this. Look at the problem. I got some guys with y's, and I got some guys that don't have any y's. So what I'd like you to do, I'd like you to move anything that has a y in it over to the side near the door, and anything that doesn't have a y in it to the side by Mrs. Costello's desk. So I'm moving that 3y one place, I'm moving that 4x to another. Can you do that? Are you with me? I'm trying to get all my y's together. Because remember, I'm trying to get y alone. So let's get all those y's toward the door and all the non-y's on the other side. Can you do that? Beautiful. We're doing that. We're doing that. In my hint that you have to vacuum it. Okay, so here's where we're at. Are you with me on this one? X, y, minus 3y. Did I lose anybody? Look what I did here. I moved this guy to this side and this guy to this side. Are we good? Okay, get your vacuums ready. Your little vacuums, oh my God, this is the highlight of my life. Your little vacuums are going to come through this part and they're going to suck out a Y. Can you vacuum out a Y and set it out front, right? So the Y, you know what, it's just because I entertain myself. The Y is going to come out front and you're going to have some stuff left. Let's see where to go. People, there might be some people are starting to see where we're going to wrap this bad boy up. Suck out that Y and watch what you're going to have left. The Y comes out, sucked him out. X right here, sucked him out. Minus 3. We are almost done with this guy. My goal is to get this guy alone. So remember what we did in that very second problem. What am I going to do to get Y alone? He's being multiplied by that dude. So what's the opposite of multiply? Divide. Do it. Do it. That is some crazy gypsy math right there. That is some serious stuff. That is no joke. That is no joke. So our answer is the inverse. And I'll be honest, we did some of this in Algebra 2. This is what makes it pre-calc, right? Is that that's not a joke. That's not a joke. Okay. Yeah? Okay. You guys ready to try it? Look, my little vacuum's there. How do I know it's a vacuumer? Because it's got to exit on both the top and the bottom. Okay? So I'm going to give you a hot minute to work together, and then I'm going to do it with you. Let's see how far you can get all on your own. You got this. We're trying this new one. Doing the new one. Trying 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 the new one. Multiply. Yep. So on these ones, you're going to have to both claw and, so yeah, I think there's a line in here. Because we're doing this plus 2x. Awesome. Equals y minus 6. Now, get anything with a y on one side, anything without a y on the other side. Right? So you're going to move up this guy over and this guy over. I am not doing the whole thing yet. I'm just starting off. Remember, you got to claw and factor. So we got both delicious flavors, claw and factor. So I'm switching these up. X, ooh, I want that to be red. X, Y, Y. I'm going to let you see how far you can get. Did you see that before I did it? Or is this? Yeah, it's like once you know you're gonna have to factor, it was beautiful, beautiful. Love that. Perfect. Nice. The two negatives makes it feels funny. Nice. Okay, you're almost there. You're almost there. Stop there. Let's talk. So no, you want to move this guy. You want this guy over here. All the Y's on one side. This guy over here. So here we go. You guys ready? Okay, so a lot of people doing great work. You first send this over, right? Let me get my little vacuum out of the way. I don't need him yet. So we're going to send that guy over. So here's what we're going to get. We're going to get x times 5y plus 2 equals y minus 6. Everybody cool? Next step, little baby clawing. Not a lot of claw, baby claw. Just baby claw. Just not a super claw, baby claw. Like a half a claw. 5xy plus 2x y minus 6. Stopping there. Can I see a wiggle of fingers of my friends who got to this point? Almost everyone. Right on, right on. Okay, here's kind of the trick. All the y's on this side, all the non-y's on this side. So he's got a y, he's staying. He doesn't have a y, he's going. He's got a y, he's coming over. He doesn't have a y, he's staying. So here's what I got. 5xy minus y equals negative 2x minus 6. Can I take a deep breath and see another finger wiggle? Who got to there? I'll be honest, you've done the hard part. Because now the fun part is we get to use our little vacuum. Because once we have all of our y's together, we're ready to grab our little vacuums out. He comes through, he sucks out the y. He sucks it out. And there he is. The y comes sucking out. And here's what's left. 5x minus nothing, right? Not 5x minus nothing. What goes right here? I sucked the y away. Tell me, there's really a 1 there, right? No empty holes. We don't leave an empty hole. So look, we are home free. If you got to there, you're fired because you know right now you're ready to wrap up. Boom, 5x minus 1. And that is the hardest thing that I think we've done so far. Are we good? Okay, your answers are on your table group. Here's what I'm telling you. I don't care that much about the front. It's good practice, right? If you want to do a couple of those. But I definitely want you to do all of the back. And the answer key is there. Do it now. Because if you get it into your head, you got a shot at remembering this stuff. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to walk around to every single table group. I'm going to have a chit chat with you. If you haven't seen your quiz score, take a look at it right now. Because you got to make some decisions. You are going to find out. Y'all think that No. Happy vacation.